It was a beautiful day on the island of Sodor, and all the engines were working hard. Everyone except for Thomas. He had broken down and he needed help. But soon, Percy arrived and he helped to get Thomas to the steamworks. On their way to the works, Thomas told Percy of his tales of going to the wooden railway dimension. It was so simplistic, yet so different, he said. A world where you cannot pull trucks without a magnet. Trucks that forked into different directions. There was even a wooden version of me. And the whole place smelled of trees. Ooh, gasped Percy. It's fun to listen to this story, Thomas. I'm sure it must have been a magical experience. It really was, said Thomas. But it felt rather short and unreal in a way. Almost like a dream. Just then, a signal switched to red. Percy applied his brakes, but Thomas was not troubled, and he flew down an old track. Oh no! Cried Percy. He started after him, but the points weren't straight, and he went the wrong way. Meanwhile, Thomas was passing through some bushes, until he saw a tunnel up ahead. Thomas knew he shouldn't go into the tunnel, but he turned and stopped, and he ended up entering the tunnel anyway. When Thomas opened his eyes, he saw a much larger, blottier version of himself right in front of him. Hello, said the Lego Duplo Thomas. I'm Thomas. But I'm Thomas, said Thomas. He was very confused. But he also felt that he had déjà vu. I know I'm going to sound stupid for saying this, but what's going on? Why am I here? Why are you right in front of me? Well, said the Lego Duplo Thomas, I was looking for Percy, who had broken down, but I was sent on this sighting, and I found myself at this tunnel. Well, at least that's different from what I did, said Plarail Thomas. I was the one who broken down, and Percy had to come get me, but I went through this tunnel and ended up here. I bet you want to explore, said Lego Duplo Thomas, but you don't really fit on the tracks. He was right. Plarail Thomas was stuck in the center of the rails. Don't worry, he said. I think I have something in the back of the yard that might help, and he puffed away. He returned a few moments later. This piece of machinery will allow you to move on our rails under your own power. Thank you, said Thomas. So he was put on the machine, and the two set off. Thomas was enjoying himself in the Lego Duplo world. He could actually pull trucks this time and put them into sightings without them forking and messing up. After a while, he did start to notice some minor issues. He noticed he wasn't seeing as many new things. In his world, many new friends would join regularly and had more to do. The Lego Duplo world seemed a bit too big. It was cool to look at, but not as easy to fit in. But he was still having a good time, and he wanted it to last forever. But then, Lego Duplo Thomas bumped into Plarail Thomas. Oh no, cried Plarail Thomas. I'm heading straight for the tunnel. Thomas soon found himself back in his own dimension. Percy had just passed through the trees. There you are, Thomas. Now, let's get you back on our way. Thomas had enjoyed his time in the Lego Duplo world, but no matter what, he thought, he will always miss home. So that's going to be all for this video, guys. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments what you thought of this video. But that's all for now, guys. This is the Blue OJ Leader, and I'll see you later.